Hey everybody, Tyrel Ward from Canyon Springs Chiropractic. This is your Magic Valley Business Spotlight. So Tyrel, talk to us a little bit how you got into chiropractic care and how all that came about.
Yeah, so when I was going back to school after I had quit my previous career, I had decided that I wanted to be something in the medical field. So I had kind of explored my options and I did a lot of shadowing, and I really felt like every time I would go to do these shadowings, I would be, I'd go in with the patient and then we'd come out and it'd be 15 minutes of documenting why they prescribed what they prescribed, And so I felt like it was always, let's give you this to cover up this, it was, here's a medication to help with that, rather than kind of diving in and seeing what exactly helps, And so, I just didn't want to do that. I wanted to be able to be kind of hands-on so that we can get to the root cause and help people feel better. When they leave my office, my goal is that they feel better, not that they feel the same and they have to go to get some medication.
Right.
So
serving people, helping people. You alluded to your previous career. You were a law enforcement officer, and so which is kind of interesting. Going from cop to chiropractor, right? It was kind of that's it's quite the
180-degree
career
change.
shift.
Yeah.
Right. So, what was it that made you kind of want to make that change? And what similarities maybe do you see from serving people in law enforcement versus now serving them when they come to you and you need some help with whatever physical ailment they're working with?
Law enforcement. I worked in Bonneville County. Was there for quite a while, but over time things start to wear on you. We talk a lot about PTSD nowadays with our first responders. And it's not one main incident. It's over time. It's cumulative, and so over time things just start to affect you. And you start to get calloused to the public in general. And I think really noticed it at home. Honestly, you think that you can. We're tough guys, right? We want to be able to just leave it at the door, go home, and pretend like nothing happened. But over time, it gets to you.
Oh, for sure.
And so for me, I just wanted to change. I realized it, and I knew it had to change. So, so with law enforcement, you're helping people kind of indirectly, and like we had talked before too. If you do a lot of overtime, then you get to be with the general public. Otherwise, you're kind of behind the scenes and trying to help people indirectly, But as chiropractors, we get to help people directly. We can work on them that day. Usually they'll be better when they walk out the door. They're feeling a lot better. Obviously there's those times that they don't quite, but over a couple times, then they're a lot better. So for me, that's my whole goal, is to just help people. It's really fulfilling for me to be able to go home at the end of the day and say, I made a difference,
Yeah.
So
you see it right away. And so creating a business and building a business in Magic Valley, what are some of the things that you've seen that have been most beneficial in, really, putting your roots in and establishing and growing a business here?
Yeah. So I think the thing that helped me the most was going through the chamber leadership group with the chamber. So it's 10 months every third Thursday, but basically you get to go around and see all the different businesses that are in the Magic Valley. And it gives you a bigger, broader picture of everybody here and the great qualities that we have here in the Magic Valley, everybody that's willing to serve, but also just the wide range of people and of jobs that are here, and being able to dive into that and dive into the chamber, be an ambassador with the chamber, dive into your business networking groups if you've got them. That's what's really going to help you build relationships, because without those relationships, you're not gonna grow. I mean, it's hard to trust people in general, but it can be really hard to trust a chiropractor, So being able to build those relationships is what's really helped me to get further along.
And so, I mean, there are, a lot of chiropractors out there,
Absolutely.
So what do you focus on in your practice, and do you have certain modalities and things that you specialize in?
Gotcha. So I don't really have any specific modalities that I specialize in. I like to focus on sports-related injuries, that kind of stuff. But I also really like to work, believe it or not, on people's jaws. So a lot of people suffer with jaw pain, and there's not a ton of chiropractors in the area that work specifically on the jaw. So that's something I like to do. But really, I'm kind of a generalized chiropractor. I don't really focus on one specific thing. But a little bit more old school chiropractic, working the joints, more manual manipulation than anything else in particular. But in our office, we really like to give stretches and exercises to people so that when they go home, they can change their habits. Because if they don't change their habits, they're going to be back to the office in a week, 2 weeks. And I don't want my patients to feel like once they come to see me, they have to see me the rest of their lives. So it's trying to get people to change their habits in order for them to get better, because I can only do what I can do,
Yeah. So outside of the office, what type of things are you involved in, or what do you enjoy doing?
Yeah, so obviously I enjoy being with my family. I got 4 young kids, so that's a big focus.
What ages?
So my oldest is 12, and then I got 2 boys that are 9 and 7, and then another girl that's 3.
Oh, wow. So busy.
Yeah, we're busy, and it's wrestling season right now, so that makes it worse. But personally, I enjoy cycling. You can see that behind me, but that's one main thing that I like the most, because you can get out on the road and just forget about everything. So it's a good, just focus on what you're doing, and it's a lot of fun.
Very cool. Yeah. So from Idaho Falls, now living in Twin Falls, do you see much difference in living in one area of Idaho versus the other, or what similarities do you see?
There's a lot of similarities. Obviously, the big ticket item is the weather's way better here. So I like that. And people that think that it's really windy here, go live in Idaho Falls for a little while.
Yeah, it's pretty
you'll
great.
Change your mind a little bit.
Yeah.
But really, they're similar. The communities are similar. But I really think that our network of businesses here is tighter. And our Chamber of Commerce seems to be tighter and more involved.
Oh yeah,
and it does in Idaho Falls. Granted, I didn't have a ton of experience with it, but when I've gone for a couple events in Idaho Falls, I feel like here it's definitely more tight-knit and a lot more engaging.
Yeah. So one of the questions I've been asking a lot of folks in our spotlights lately is, you have an opportunity to maybe have dinner or play a round of golf with 3 people. They can be living, they can be dead. It doesn't matter. There's no rules to this question.
Okay.
Who would those 3 people be for you?
That's tough. I think my grandpa would be one. He's been gone for quite a while. Oh man, that's tough. I think the other 2 would probably be Abraham Lincoln for one.
Okay.
And maybe Thomas Edison. We got his quote over here on the wall for him. So.
Oh yeah. There it is.
So I think that'd be a different dynamic.
Grandpa, Abe, and Tom.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Interesting.
That would be interesting.
All right. Well, cool, man. I appreciate you sitting down with us and sharing a little bit about your business. If people want to get a hold of you, learn more about what you do, how can they do so? Yeah,
the best bet is we've got our website, obviously, just CanyonSpringsChiropractic.com, and then anybody can do a free consultation with me or Dr. Manning. 10 minutes is free, and then you can ask any questions you want, obviously, and then our phone number, you can call here at the office anytime.
Very cool. All right. Well, thanks, man.
Okay.
Appreciate it. All right.